What's happening, guys? Peter Von Panda out here with my Plymouth Prowler, and as you know, I've been working on the engine a little bit. It's not a total wreck, but there has been a little bit of stray grease and oil and things like that, so I thought I'd clean it up a bit. Obviously, the before and after hopefully shouldn't be that big of a deal because it's not totally obscene. But I bought this is the Gunk engine degreaser original. They do have it like in a gel and a foam formula, so definitely check out the application that might be best for you. But I just wanted to kind of get down there where, you know, I definitely had a little oil drippage and things like that from, you know, changing the sensor and whatnot. So I thought I'd, and there's just kind of grease in here from the years, a little dirty. So I thought I would try spraying this on. I think the thing is you just kind of shake it up, spray it on most of the areas that you can reach. You leave it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's about 50 degrees out today, and then just hose it off lightly with a hose. Now, a couple things. When I used to do something like this when I was younger, they always said, like, mask off the electronics, put plastic bags over them. I'm not going to really do that on my coils here, but I'm not going to try to hit that area. I'm going to not spray necessarily right on the top. I'm just going to kind of spray on the sides. Generally, I think the engines are sealed up pretty well, but I'm not going to kind of risk screwing up any of the electronics that I don't need to for the most part. So let's go ahead and get this sprayed on, let it sit, and then wash it off and see how it does. All right, got it sprayed down here, and I will say I've got maybe, it feels like a quarter of a can left, maybe a fifth of a can left. And I didn't go hog wild on this engine, and it's not in that bad a shape. So I will say that a can is probably good for a car. I know people have said that they've tried to squeeze out 2-car treatments on it, especially if your engine's pretty bad. Just kind of plan on 1 can per car. So we'll let this dry and hit it with a hose. So it's been on there a little while. I've got my hose out here. I've got it set to center, which is like not the powerful jet. I just kind of want to soak it and kind of spray things with just a little bit of persistence, but not like a power washer jet. So we'll just kind of clean it off here. I will say that it does smell a little bit like turpentine, which is probably what you might expect. So it does have a little bit of smell, so you will probably want to do it outside. Let's get this thing hosed off now. All right, so the car's gonna have to go back in the garage to dry anyway, but you know, it seemed to work pretty well. You know, it's hard to say because this may not be the best example of an engine cleaning ever, but I can definitely see it in some of the areas where I had, you know, grease and grime kind of on the reservoirs. That was a little more obvious on the firewall. It definitely cleaned that up a little bit. And, you know, over here, I remember on the brake booster there, I had definitely some noticeable grime, and then on the reservoirs for power steering and brake fluid, it looked a little gunky. And then even on the side of the engine, I can definitely tell it's a little cleaned up, and even on the firewall there, you can see it's a little better too. So I definitely think some improvement. Your results might vary depending on what condition your engine compartment's in, but certainly nice to do a little spring cleaning. Peter Von Panda out.